Okay, so welcome guys to Sports Analytica. We are here with fantastic news for you. I here with mouth-watering news for you, and as you all know, there's a build-up to the resumption of the EPL, and I guess we just give you a gist on how the teams are preparing for it and the exciting things looking upward. So, um, first of all, we'll just move straight to the point, and I'll start with introducing my co-host. So, Jason, can you give us a shout out?
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Jason. I'm very happy to be on this show.
All right. So, Paul,
Hi, I'm Paul Maxwell. Yeah, and you should
great, great,
expect everything.
awesome, and Nana Prempe.
Hello, guys. My name is Nana Ajimai, and I'm ready to deliver the best in football.
Fantastic. And we have James too on. So James,
Hello, guys. It's amazing to be here and expect nothing but the best.
fantastic. Okay, so guys, we are just moving straight into action. Okay, so first up, first off, we have Everton versus Liverpool. Okay, so Paul, what do you think about this fixture? How do you think it's going to pan out?
Well, this picture is going to be a very tough one because the Merseyside derby at the Goodison Park is not an easy one. The last 5 meetings
Sure.
have ended up in 4 draws and 1 win for Liverpool. I think with 3 goalless draws and
Great.
a 1-1 draw, with a 1-0 draw with Liverpool for Liverpool, which means fixtures at the Goodison Park are tougher than people might expect because
Yeah.
the Evertonians don't come to play. They prefer to draw than to lose. And Ancelotti coming into this game will be coming to look at his team and building the momentum for the rest of the season because he has started on a
Sure.
bad note and he would like to build up his name. And Klopp's boys would also be coming to win the match because there's a possibility of winning the league from winning that match, depending on the result with City Burnley. So it's going to be a
All
tough
right.
match, but with few
All
goals,
right. Great.
possible draw.
All right. So great to hear from you, Paul. And Jason, your take on this game, real quick.
So I think Liverpool will be looking forward to wrapping the league up by winning their remaining games. I think they just have 2 or 3 more games to win, with results favoring them from other matches. So I think Liverpool are going to come out as winners from this game, even though it's going to be played at Goodison Park. And I also think that the extra players that they have as substitutes are going to make the difference for them.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Um, so as we've been able to see, the Liverpool players are really in action. They are training sessions and trying to get fit for the season's resumption. So yeah, it's great to see that. And yeah, obviously expecting them to just seal up the deal and then win the trophy in the coming days, right? Yeah, so that's great to see. So right into the next one. So we are looking at City and Arsenal. I think this is more or less a very exciting game for everyone. And yeah, so we just want to know your take on this, guys. So Nana Prempe, can you
All right.
take us on this?
So, for the Manchester City versus Arsenal game, it's a real tough one. And looking at Arsenal for the past few games, it's been horrid. But then let's expect something new because the players have been really training hard. But then for the Manchester City team, we have the Kevin De Bruyne's, the Raheem Sterling's. They are on serious form, and they would love to show the world that they are still the top team that they are. So I feel that a Manchester City win is a possible one. Yeah.
All right, great, great. And James, can you take us on this one too?
I think this game will be a very fantastic game and a big game, of course, for the game week. And I think considering the fact that a master and its apprentice, Ateta would like to prove something for the world to see that yes, indeed, he's capable of the job. And since joining us now this year, they've never lost a game. So you hope that he's going to continue the run and maybe at least pick a point. So I'll go for Arsenal win or at least a draw for Arsenal.
All right, all right. So as you can see, KDB on the pitch practicing on his perfect passes. Yeah, and we'll be really looking forward to more of those fantastic passes on the pitch as well. I think that's something that we'll be looking forward to. So next, right up, we have United and Tottenham. I think this game is going to be an exciting one. And Paul, what do you have for this?
Well, the whole world is expecting something new. The world wants to see the Bruno Pogba comparison, the combination of Bruno and Paul Pogba. Everyone's been waiting for that masterpiece. And I know the Tottenham fans will be shaking because they know that combo with Rashford also returning is going to cause havoc in the Tottenham team. And that's going to be, with the current form and the things we are seeing Manchester United producing, it's going to be an easy win for Manchester United.
Wow. So James, this one is right in your face. What do you think?
The Tottenham fan know that this game is cool chop for us. Looking at the fact that all our star players, our goal scorers, and our hardworking players are back to training and they are fully fit. The likes of Harry Kane, Sissoko, Son, they are all on top move form. I've been actually watching their training sessions, and oh my God, they are doing amazing. Even though we have a blow because a certain Dele Alli, informed Dele Alli, will miss this game because of a ban earlier this year around February. I think he posted something on social media which had to do with the COVID-19, like mocking someone with the COVID-19. So the FA has charged him and he's going to miss this game. But then a certain Giovanni Lo Celso will fill out this space, and with the combination of Tanguy Ndombele, Musa Sissoko, it will be a tough game. And I'm sure that the likes of Pogba and Co will not find it easy at the midfield at all. So easy win for Tottenham win, and maybe both teams to score. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so aside this, the other fixtures for us, I know Chelsea fans are right here and teams they are not being told about. Okay, but as you can see, the other fixtures for us. Okay, so Jason, can you take us through just the other fixtures for us? So
Okay,
we have a number
so
of them. Just tell us which ones you feel will be fantastic one.
Okay. So first, I'd like to go with Chelsea against Aston Villa. We're playing at Aston Villa's home. It's going to be a very, very tricky match for Chelsea since most of their players just recently came back from injury. For example, players like Ruben Loftus-Cheek and then Callum Hudson-Odoi. Some of them haven't really had a much greater experience on the pitch for a long time now. So it's going to be a very tricky match, but I'm still tipping Chelsea to come out with a win. Secondly, I'm going to the match between Sheffield United and which team? Aston Villa as well. I think they'll be playing that match before Chelsea plays Aston Villa on 21st June. I'm still going to go for Sheffield United over Aston Villa because Aston Villa are a team struggling in relegation and they haven't really found their mojo yet. And we have players like Jack Grealish, who already is on top form. He seems to be the only player in that team who is really pulling his weight. And so I'm still going to go for a Sheffield United win. And I'm also going to West Ham against Wolves. Wolves are also a very great team. They probably think right now that they might qualify to European competition next season. So I think they might come out of this with a win against a struggling West Ham as well, whose manager clearly has no clue what he's doing at all. So I think so. I think Wolves are also going to come out with a win. And finally, I'm going to go to Bournemouth against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are a really great team. There are two strikers up front, Benteke and Dede Ayew. They're a very great pair. And also with Zaha, who recently came out and said he wanted to move to a title-winning team. I think he'd want to play more and to showcase himself to other big teams as well. Over to you, Lee.
All right. So So now basically we are done with our review for now, and there's a lot of mouth-watering transfer news for us to look at. So we'll shut up into that. So yeah, as you all know, Chelsea have been weighing up on a move for a German forward Timo Werner, and I must say that his performances has been really great for the German side Leipzig. And looking at his performances this season, last season, this season he's racked up about 31 goals and then 13 assists in 41 appearances. And I must say that's really, really, really impressive. And for last season, with 39 appearances throughout all competitions, he was able to rack up 19 goals and 10 assists. And I'm sure Chelsea fans will really relish in this move and want to see it materialize and see their German forward Ryan against the English defenders. And we are really, really looking forward to see how great Timo Werner can be for his new club, Chelsea. And again, the news is the other guy on the left, Kai Havertz. We've been hearing about him every single day and his exploits. So, 20-year-old German, Bayer Leverkusen, and a lot of European clubs are calling for his signature. He's been exciting, let's be honest. He's been exciting. His stats don't lie. Okay, so for this season, 19-20, 35 appearances, 15 goals, 18 assists. And for a central attacking midfielder, I think that's really impressive figures. And last season, 42 appearances, 20 goals, 7 assists. And he's been consistent. I think that's one thing I would like to see from youngsters of late. So once you're able to get that, I think that's fantastic. So it's been great for Timo Werner and Kai Havertz so far this season. And it's been really awesome looking at this pool. And finally, we have this guy here, Jadon Sancho. I think his name has been all over Europe for a while now, probably 2 seasons now. Yeah, and his stats have been impressive as well this season. In fact, for the German youngsters, I think they've been doing really, really great this season. And they've been just banging the goals and showing us what they can do. So again, a number of clubs are calling for a signature. United are right in there. We are hearing about Liverpool, and after they failed move for Werner, we don't really know if they'll go for Sancho now. Chelsea too are in the picture as well, and the stats have been awesome. This season, 40 appearances, 20 goals, 20 assists. I mean, you can't beat this. Okay, it's been fantastic for Jadon Sancho this season. Last season, 43 appearances, 13 goals, 19 assists. So he has been showing his consistency with being both a supplier of the ball and a finisher of the ball. He's been great, and we'll be looking forward to seeing him in England. That is, if the clubs are ready to pay his price tag. And I must say, it's been a really long story for Jadon Sancho, and figures are proving to be. We are looking at massive values there. We are looking at more than £100 million for this youngster. And I think English fans of the APL will be really dying to see this guy rising here. So we are done for this session with our transfer news, and we'll be moving on with that. So, Odkin, you say what's up? James. But we don't get this one. We don't get the. Can you unmute?
James, unmute.
Yeah, I wanted to add something about the transfer news about Timo Werner to Chelsea.
Sure.
We all know how Chelsea fans are. They are really, really impatient with their signings, and they would like any player they sign to perform at their topmost form. But I want to say that they are up for a very good player, but a very, very, very wasteful player. He can really, really waste chances. So they should take their time for the guy to blend in the team.
Really?
Are you sure?
Also,
Are you really sure about what you're saying?
Yeah,
No, are you
Jason,
really
what do
sure
you
about what
think?
you're saying? Because I remember. No, let me talk. I quite remember before.
Oh yes.
Before Werner was really performing well, when Werner was really performing well, he was a great player. Everybody was hyping him. Everybody was saying he was a very great player. But suddenly he gets a transfer to Chelsea, and now you are beginning to talk like the player is very overrated, and it doesn't make any sense.
I'm not saying.
And I want you to explain that very well.
No, you have to get me right. I said he's a very good player, fantastic player. But then he's a very wasteful player when it comes to chances. He can give you the goals, all right, but
I don't see I don't see when that communicates to you that he's a very wasteful player.
Oh, you can check some of his chances missed. Is sometimes the chances that he missed is overwhelming, and we all know that. You know that sometimes he has to score
Are you
like
saying
a hat
it because you're
or
not
four
a
goals.
fan? Or are you saying it because you're a rival fan from a nearby
No,
London club?
I'm
Because
saying
I
because
don't.
that's how he is. We all know. I can show you proof of what I'm talking about. He can really miss like big chances, like great chances.
Okay, so you can show us proof in the next session or whatever. But you can't say that he's a very wasteful player because I know the player
Oh,
that
he
can get
is.
it. You get
He
it.
is. He is. Even
Really?
Dankwa can attest to the fact, or Nikana.
But what I can say about this Werner transfer is that Chelsea is going to have problems with their forwards. Are you listening?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are listening.
Yeah, Chelsea is going to have problems with their forwards. Someone like Tammy Abraham, who was waiting for what would happen this summer to decide on his contract, would have problems with the team if Werner comes in, because already he knows Werner is quite above him in performance and talent-wise, which means it's going to make it difficult for him to have a position in the team. Yeah, so that's going to affect. And Giroud, who is also growing, is old, would also feel like he isn't getting more time, so we'll try to push for a move out of the club. We also saw Batshuayi in the Bundesliga. We saw Batshuayi in the Bundesliga. He was very good, a very great striker. But when he came back to the Premier League, we lost that Batshuayi. We couldn't see that Batshuayi anymore. So I'm keeping my hopes low for Werner because the Bundesliga is no way near the Premier League.
Like,
So
all right.
Chelsea fans shouldn't raise their hopes. They should hold on till
Sure.
he's proven in the Premier League for about 2 seasons. Because in the
Exactly
first
what I was
season,
saying. That they shouldn't expect much when he comes.
many players wouldn't know your movements. They wouldn't know
If he
what you
had
do,
moved
how you play.
pace, you would have said you should expect more from the player. And it's normal. It's normal coming from people like you who aren't Chelsea fans or who aren't unbiased people.
What are you talking about?
Relax, guys, relax.
So
Okay.
because you have been biased. If you tell me that, so if Lampard knew that the player coming in was going to give Tammy Abraham problems, he wouldn't get him in the first place. Now, if you watch or analyze Werner's game, you could see that
Are
he
you
likes to come in
sure?
from the left. So I don't see him being someone who is going to disturb Tammy Abraham's position. Lampard could let him play in from the left wing and even be competing with Pulisic on the left wing. So I don't think Tammy Abraham's position is under any hot problem, or I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be much of a problem for Tammy. I think it's actually going to be a very, very good lineup. Just try and imagine Pulisic, Tammy Abraham, and then ZH, or even Werner, Tammy Abraham, ZH, or even Pulisic, Werner, ZH in our front three. And I think even for Man United, even if we even by Marshall, our starting lineup is still going to be Pulisic, Werner.
Which means the problem has shifted from who? From Tammy Abraham to Hudson-Odoi. What happens to Odoi?
Odoi can play both positions. He can play both left wing, he can play both right wing. So he's going to still find
He's going to
an
have very
opportunity.
little time since ZH is also coming in.
Guys.
The season is long. Rotation is necessary. Do you get it? So equal
But
opportunities for the players.
these young players coming
them.
up to the team would want playing time. They would need time. They would want the time to be able to showcase their skills and practice their talents. And without that, they'll be looking for moves out of the club.
That's the point.
That's why I stated that Werner's move to Chelsea would cause problems for their young forwards.
I don't think it's going to cause problems. I actually think it's going to even help us compete for the title next season.
Definitely, it will definitely help
guys.
you for next season.
All right, guys. We'll create a nice behind closed door session for you guys to go at it. Okay, so I just want to know Ramp's view on if you're a United guy. Okay, so just want to know, you've been hearing about the Sancho.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about
Okay. So now, Rampe, please, what do you think about Jadon Sancho? What do you think about the move? And should you materialize? What do you think the future goes for Man United?
Danko, can you please unmute?
Yeah, we are waiting for you.
I think
Hello?
his microphone is on mute.
Where did you go? Okay, so
Well, for
yeah.
I think
Okay, so
we
Paul,
have to talk
take us
about
on
the
this.
order.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, great. Okay, so Jadon Sancho to United. What do you think?
Okay, I believe that Jadon Sancho to Manchester United is going to be a great move because the guy has all the talent and all the skills to prove his best in Manchester United. And Man United, a very, very long time, has lacked a player who is showing so much potency on the wings. And I feel that Jadon Sancho, with the youthful exuberance,
I think we lost him there.
to be able to deliver for Manchester United and give them that old Alex Ferguson football.
Great.
And he's a wonder. He's going to be a wonderful addition. Yeah.
It's going to be a
Okay,
good
so James, before we wrap it up and then move to your limelight, we just want to
Okay.
know, what do you think about Jadon Sancho to United?
I think Sancho to United would be a very a good deal for both sides because obviously Manchester United would have to purchase the player for more than 100 million. So Dortmund will have to benefit from that, and equally Manchester is going to benefit from the skills and the talent from the young player. So I think it will be a good deal for both ends, both teams. And yeah, I think in Manchester he'll get because he's an England boy, he's going to get the support of the team and the nation as a whole. Yeah.
All right. So guys, we've come to the end of the session.
Bayern Munich versus the Borussia Mönchengladbach game. I made some analysis on it, and this was the outcome. I was able to predict that Bayern Munich is going to win this game, and both teams are going to score. Yeah, and it's a cool 2.38 odds. So you guys can just try your luck on this, and hopefully we win. Yeah, we boom together.
When you make the
So
disclaimer, stake what you can lose.
yes, exactly. Please, you should only stick what you can afford to lose. And mind you, this is just my prediction. It's not fixed. It's nothing. It's just my prediction. And looking at the football, fantastic football Bayern Munich is playing this season, they are on fire. But their defense is also leaking. They are conceding goals, but they are scoring goals. So if you know you can't take the Bayern Munich winning both teams to score, you can just go for Bayern Munich winning over 2.5. Yeah.